Okay, so we did not work on the hair that much to fix on top. I kind of like messy, but if you don't like it, you can go and trim, remove same way as we did it go. Let's look on some other techniques we can apply, like fix this area. And for this ones, we actually, let's go to take all of them, group together. Okay, we can modify this area, but what we need to do, we need to also create a new layer. Okay, and to fix this, we can do with the liquify tool. So we go to filter, okay, and we're going to liquify tool. And depending on what version you have it, but sometimes you may have a problem with the liquify tool. This wasn't working, so we just have it pan, very simple. I don't need freeze anything. We just go and very slightly fix this way. Usually sometimes if you work with ice or other things, you maybe want freeze some areas, but because we work just with the shoulder, it's right here, I don't see reason it's want to be affecting, so we don't need to worry about liquify too much, freezing area too much. We'll go right there, just fix this shoulder, and maybe just fix slightly this area. Okay, and small steps, remember. So I just need to take this and just bring slightly down. It's right there, kind of. Okay, I think this look okay, so let's go click OK. We can apply more. But you can see all right there on the shoulders area. And in some case you can go very extreme. We can add, go work a little bit more on the cheeks, but it's look good. But the same things you can do, change hairstyle and other shape. Again, this is a very gentle, small retouch, just so it's look a little bit more in the shape in this case. I think arm, everything else look okay. So after liquify, because we modified, the problem is with this, because we did it on an object, if we do want to change anything else, remember this will apply to everything. Sometimes you maybe want to do liquify tool or change shape on the beginning. On in this case we did it kind of an end, so because we're going by the step. So next what I want to do is actually apply overall correction to some additional dimension to add, and this is more I use it for the compositing. So same things, Control Alt Shift E to create another one, and it's we call dodge and burn automation. Okay, we'll go to image adjustment. Let's go to the black and white. And what I'm looking right now is bring some of those highlights with a red. So I'll bring red a little bit more up. We'll take a yellow as well. So almost see how it's white kind of, it's what I want to do. And we'll go to image adjustment and we'll go to the shadow and highlights. We'll take our shadows top. If you don't see this, it's probably because you're in kind of smaller mode. Just enable show more options, so we'll expand. Okay, we'll take shadows all the way 100%, take highlights all the way to 100%, and then next we'll take our radius, drop down maybe to around 20 on both of them. Okay, and we'll take this tunnel and we'll just adjusting, so we'll bring this a little bit down. Remember the black will be darker and white a little bit wider, so we don't want too dramatic change, but we want to bring maybe around this area. Okay, and if I done with male figure, I will go to filter, sharpen, and use unsharp mask, because you can see how much it will bring this effect. So we can still do on this model if you need it. It will do very metallic kind of look almost. Okay, so if we do this way, switch to soft light. Okay, let's go back in. And you can see it's add almost this metallic look to this, to the texturing. For the females, I find out it's actually much easy just to, well, or look a little bit more pleasant if you don't do sharpen, just apply it, and we have it soft light. So we still add this extra texturing kind of. You can see bring in eyes. So a nice effect to this. Okay, let's go take down to maybe about 45. Okay, at this point we can modify, we can add a little bit more to the eyes if we need it. Just right here a little bit more highlights to play around with this. And actually let's do this as example. So for example, we go right here, we create a circle. We'll take this circle, you can fill up with a white color. We can take readjust a little bit up, delete it. Okay, so we have it right here. If it does not fit necessarily right, we can Control T. Just let's go, for example, on a sideways. Right here, and the reason why, because I see the shadows from here, so I can bring a little bit this way. Okay, we can also go to Edit, and let's go to Transform. We can go to the Transform and go to the Warp. Just adjust slightly skew to match eye. Right here. Let's switch this to the soft light. We'll go to Filter, Blur, Blur, and we can just add slightly this way. So just overall same things. You can add additional dimension. We can duplicate it, bring to another eye, and just again, if it's too, so we'll just bring small. This way you can create all this very easy. You can see some dimension to the lights to bring if we need it. But in this case, I don't think they need it. So we'll go delete it just as example. Same we can do, apply all of this, just dimension on the middle. Just add kind of highlights to this point. Okay, so the other things to finish this one, I want actually add a couple effects. One will go to switch black and white. We'll add black and white adjustment. Actually, I need the color, so we'll go to select. There you go, black and white. In this case, I'm adjusting, so I want to bring a little bit more dimension into my picture. So what I'm looking at is more distinguished. I don't want this image to be black and white, but I want to bring in the dimension. And now by using opacity, we can bring in a little bit desaturated. So maybe just slightly. 25, I think this will look good. Let's add color correction. We can do with the curves. So then we'll do curves with the color first. Go to add blue. We'll go bring black to blues and just slightly down on the warmer. Okay, let's go to red. Bring more cyan. And okay, so we'll bring like around this area. Okay, next let's go ahead and create another curve. This curve will take all the way down to the black. Select rectangle and just draw a rectangle around. This is for the kind of creating border. We fill up with the black on the middle. Go to the curves, to the masking, and you can see how I'm increasing. So this way we can set to the soft light. So just add a little bit vignetting at this point. And let's go to create another curve. Switch to luminosity. And for this curve, We'll just bring this up and bring this one slightly down around this area. So I think kind of leave it flatten. Okay, so right here we add some color correction and very simple process of retouching. Of course, if you have more time, you can spend to correct some of this silver effect, bring more to the eye some point. But overall, I want to show you some steps how you can apply this and work with your model and retouching. Thank you for watching these tutorials from Geekatplay Studio. Please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com or YouTube channel is Geekatplay Studio.